Welcome back to I'm Divinely Faceted. Listen, y'all, it has been so long since I have posted here. Okay, reason being is I had a lot going on and I don't think I was calm and collected enough and centered enough to receive a message for this channel. Ancestors closest to the sun, please help me channel this message. Please tune into my frequency or allow me to tune into yours. Please protect me as I channel through this energy. All ancestors closest to the sun, you may remain. All others, you must leave. Okay, now, I got this channel maybe a few days ago, and I was pulled to speak on the topic yesterday. Okay, but I didn't come and speak on this topic yesterday. It has been exactly 92 days. So 92 is significant. 9, 10, 11. I'm getting 1, 1. Okay, so it's very specific as to why I am doing it today. Okay, I am getting this is for people who are on their twin flame journey. I am getting that this is for people who are chosen. Okay, very important message here today. I have not received a message like this in a long time, but I do know why. All right, I am being urged to tell you guys first and foremost to protect yourself, okay? Because there is an energy that is lurking. Okay, and when I say lurking, the energy is not just lurking while you are awake. The energy is lurking while you are asleep, lurking while you are meditating. Okay, I've had a few experiences of my own as to the reason why I am giving this message today. Okay, I had a few dreams. However, for the most part, this reading is pretty much about intrusive thoughts. Okay, this is things that you know that you would have never thought of, things that you know that you are not even saying. Okay, for example, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened with me. Okay, and I don't know exactly, I think this intrusive thoughts happened maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, and I could not put it together, but I started to put it together after a while because I started to tell my son about the situation, and I realized that the intrusive thought that I had was not in my, I don't know what you would call dialogue or analog, or the intrusive thought that I had was a countryman. It was a hillbilly. Okay, and so therefore I didn't pay attention to that at first, but the intrusive thought was that of a hillbilly white man. Okay, and I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. I'm just telling you what happened to me, the experience that I had. Okay, this is a very serious time of spiritual warfare, as to the reason why I am even on this channel telling you about what happened. All right, now intrusive thought number 1. For the most part, I've been going through like changes. I've been going through ascensions, and I didn't know that sometimes ascensions come with actual physical pain. Okay, I have been having actual pain in my central nervous system, which is your brain and your spine. Okay, I'm not going to be specific as to where, but I know that it is basically a spiritual attack as to the reason why these things are happening to me. Okay, but it's all coming together now. Now, the first intrusive thought that I had, I was laying on my back. I was kind of in meditation mode. My son was actually doing my feet, because my feet is some sort of pressure point in my feet that is attached to my head. So I've been trying to make sure that my central nervous system is completely relaxed, aligned, centered. Okay, so my son was doing my feet, and I'm laying there going into basically I wasn't going into a meditation, and I wasn't going into a sleep, but I went into some sort of a space, some sort of a slumber. And as I was coming out of that slumber, I heard, "Hello, nigger." Okay, hello, girl. Like, we serious? I didn't say that. That wasn't my thought. I don't talk like that. That was that of a white man. Okay, it was literally that of a white man. It was not his voice. It was as if I was reading somebody else's thoughts, but it was in my head. Okay? This is the energy. And this is as this intrusive thought greeted me as I woke up, as I was coming out of the slumber that I was in. This intrusive thought greeted me as, hello, nigger. And I was like, oh my God, like, for real? And I don't get offended by stuff like that. That was intrusive thought number one. Okay? I don't get offended about stuff like that, but it made me question, what was that? All right. Now that was the only thing that I said. I laughed and was like, wow, what was that? Who was that? All right, we let that slide. Same moment, same situation. I'm laying in a slumber. Okay. At that same time, I went back into a slumber after being greeted by this hillbilly cat that sounded like he was in the mountains somewhere. Okay. Wrong turn. This is the energy that it was giving me. Okay. He didn't like me, and you could tell, but he was greeting me. Okay. Now, the second intrusive thought. At the same day, same moment, same time, went back into my slumber, okay? And the next thought that I had, I'm not going to be too specific in this thought right here, but it was the thought of a pedophile man and his thoughts with a boy. Okay? And the thought was formed in my head. And I'm like, what the why would I be thinking that? Why? That felt like that was a man thought. I'm far from a man. Okay? All right? So this is the energy that I'm getting. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I would never have thought nothing like that. Again, it was that of a pedophile. Okay? And his thoughts with a boy. Now, why am I thinking that? Why is that in my head? Okay? That was intrusive thought number 2. Then I had an intrusive dream. Now, I think the dream happened first. I think I put it together with the thoughts. But the dream happened first. Okay? Now, I'm in a dream. And I am a straight woman. Okay? I'm a straight woman. In this dream, I was gay. And I ain't throwing no shots at nobody, to each his own. I'm just telling you what my intrusive dream was. In this dream, I was gay, bro. Okay? And in this dream, the dream had me doing something that I would never do. I would never do. Okay? I came out of my dream like, all right? This is how I came out of my dream. I was completely disgusted. No jab at nobody. No offense to nobody. I'm just telling you the intrusive dream that I had, okay? And I was doing what the dream had me doing on a white woman, bro. Okay? Okay? All right? I'm not prejudiced. I'm just giving you the details, okay? I love everybody. I'm telling you what intrusive dreams and what intrusive thoughts that I have been having. Now, that dream sent me for a time. It sent me for a loop, okay? The coffee couldn't get the taste out of my mouth, okay? When I say what I say, the coffee couldn't get the taste out of my mouth. It was that intrusive to where I was like, can you warm this up again? Like, I felt like the heat from the coffee needed to kill the germ. Like, that's just how I felt. Can you warm this up again? I know my son was like, Mom, the bro is hot. The coffee is hot. Okay, but I needed it to be piping. It was almost like to kill the germ of the dream that was, bro. All right, now. That is all of the intrusive thoughts, okay? Because I write my stuff down. That was all of the intrusive thoughts. Now, this message is for those who are going through something similar, okay? The spiritual warfare that we are going through right now is heavy, Okay, very, very heavy. I was chucking these cards for my regular reading, my regular channel. Okay, but the cards that came out have nothing to do with the tops of the rest of the deck. So I'm like, oh, they want me to do something on this. They want me to channel this message first. Okay, there is trickster energy that is really, really heavy. Confirmation. Really, really heavy in our energy, in our field right now. Okay, there's a lot of things that is coming to an end. There's a lot of things that is crashing. Okay, this is the energy that I am picking up on. There's things that's crashing, things that's coming to some sort of an end, and it's almost like giving like desperation. So if you are somebody who is spiritual, if you are somebody who is tapped in, hell, if you are somebody who don't even know what's going on with you, but you know that the intrusive thoughts that you're having are not yours, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the people who's having those intrusive thoughts and they are just thinking that they're, just, oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to the people that know that the thought or the dream that they had was not theirs, that it was basically teleported or it was planted in your head. Okay, this is the energy that I am getting right now. Ancestors that say strengthen your balance. Remember, I told you, because I know that there is some sort of a spiritual attack on my central nervous system, brain and spine, because I can tell, because I can feel. Ancestors is saying balance yourself. Okay, balance everything about you and make it strong here. Okay, make it strong to where you cannot be shaken. You cannot be thrown off balance, because with those intrusive thoughts that I had and with that dream that I had, I could have easily been took out like, oh, I'm losing my mind. This is wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. I think I need to go see Dr. Jeopardy. Whatever. If I was not keenly, whatever that means, aware of what is going on inside of myself, I would be somewhere thinking I was going crazy. Okay, these trickster spirits is trying to disturb you at this moment. Okay, at this time and at this moment, there has been some sort of a transition in the spiritual energy. Okay, I am picking up that they are definitely trying to disturb your healing. All right, these are the cards that came out. They are trying to disturb your healing. They are trying to disturb exactly where you are. Okay, I don't know. To the people that I'm talking to, you should believe in chosen peoples. You should believe. Okay, you should. If you're on this channel, you believe in the chosen people here. They believe in the chosen people here. They know exactly what is going on. Okay, the rise of the lion is happening, and this is something that people are trying to avoid. They're trying to knock it off balance. They're trying to do things. Okay, I'm seeing by the book. The way they doing it is exactly how it is supposed to be done. Not only is it being done exactly how 11, all right, didn't I tell you 92 days? 9, 10, 11, all right? Whatever is happening to you, it is by the book. This is exactly how it is supposed to go. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I was going through central nervous system pain, okay, it was so excruciating that I was like, I didn't pray to God. At this point in time, it was as if God didn't exist. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a believer. But the person that I asked for help was not God. Okay, the person, as I'm laying there in excruciating pain, the person that I asked for help was celestial. Okay, I said, ancestors of the celestial world, please remove this pain from me. And when I say pain, bro, I mean pain. I mean something that'll make you off yourself. Pain. Okay, so whatever is going on, them tapping into the energy, it is causing us to have physical pain, physical ailment, because they're trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and poking and poking and poking, and they can't get nowhere. So it's actually causing them people, us, to have physical pain. Okay, if you've been having physical pain that you cannot explain, and whatever part of your body that it is happening to, get crystals for that part of your body. Okay, get crystals for that part of your body. I keep stones and crystals for my central nervous system, okay, at all times. But like I said, the person that I asked for relief was a celestial being. I said ancestors in the celestial world, okay? Now, at this time, it was raining outside, and it was thundering outside. But after I asked for what I asked for, thunder roared over my house. Okay? Thunder roared over my house, shaking the house. Okay, I had to ask my son, do you feel that? Did you feel that? And I asked for it out loud. Okay? I didn't ask God. I asked the celestial ancestors. Okay? And thunder shook my house. The pain went away just like that. And not only did the pain go away just like that, but there was an intrusive voice or thought, because he didn't have his own voice. There was an intrusive thought that said, I wanted this to happen naturally. Huh? After they took the pain away, a voice or a thought popped in my head telepathically that said, I wanted this to happen naturally. And so I'm like, they wanted what to happen naturally? Okay? By the book. So what you are going through and what I am going through as part of the collective, these things are happening as they are supposed to happen, okay? But you have to stay strong. You have to be in a certain space. You have to know that the things that you're thinking, the things that may pop up in your head, those are not your thoughts. Those are intrusive thoughts that are trying to, okay, cause you to do something, or cause you to think a certain type of way, or cause you to be off balance, or cause you to not be centered, okay? Ignore that, okay? Ick. All right? It's real nasty. They real nasty with it out here. Ick. Okay? Ignore that. All right? Listen. Ancestors, bondage, and priest. All right? The download that I got is our ancestors are in bondage. Our ancestors not free. Why you think that when we pray, nothing happens? We're not really praying. Well, I'm not. I don't know about you. But I'm not praying to the God that they wrote in that book. That's their God. Okay? That is their God. Okay? All right. Specifically him. Okay? Who is this? The Pope. Okay? The Pope. That is their God. Okay? And whatever else they are doing. Okay? Because secretly they worship the right folk, but they got us worshiping the wrong folk. All right? This is the energy. Our ancestors are not free. They are trying to keep our ancestors bonded. Okay? They are trying to keep them trapped. They are trying to keep them down. The way you go know that your ancestors is free is once they start reliving through you. And this is what they are trying to keep you from. This is the reason why you have black people that don't call on their ancestors. This is the reason why everybody else is attached to their culture and we don't even know what ours is. This is the reason for everything. Destroy the thought of an ancestor for the black man. Okay? Destroy the thought. Why? Why? Okay, I'm being pulled to some cards. Why? Why do they want to destroy the thoughts of an ancestor for the black man. Why? Because we are holier than holy. We on a whole different level of holy. All right? We are on a whole different level of holy. This is what I'm picking up on. The level of holy that we are on, listen, victorious at it. Champions. All right? And this is what they are fearing. And when I say they, you know who I'm talking about. We ain't oblivious to nothing that's been happening over the years. Nobody should be getting offended but black people. Okay? Because you've been holding us down for I don't know how long. Werewolfing energy, howling to the moon, doing magic to the moon, making intrusive thoughts and all of that. Okay? Coming in between loyal connections. Okay? Listen. I just seen no place like home, but I got no peace at home, okay? So this is what they have been purposely doing, okay? I cannot make it up. Listen, ally, listen, partnership. These people have been basically intruding, all right? They've been working together, intruding to keep a certain group of people down, okay? That certain group of people is having intrusive thoughts right now. You're dealing with trickster spirits right now. Listen, these is your people. These is our people, okay? I came across somebody in the summer. I forget what summer. I think it was last summer, okay? Again, I think I spoke about this. It was a man downtown Detroit, okay? He said the black people have both Anunnaki and gray DNA, something like that. All right. We have both. All right. Everybody else just have one. Okay. So this is the reason why they want us to be estranged from our ancestors. This is the reason why they want them to continue to be bondaged. Okay. Stuck, trapped. Don't let them get up. Don't let them get out. Okay, this is the energy, okay, because they have been imposters in this world for a very long time, okay? And listen, we've been taught not to take vengeance. We've been taught not to revenge belongs to God. But in whose Bible? Who wrote that? Oh, okay. So you telling us in your Bible, you gonna gouge our eyes out, you gonna slap us in the face, and we supposed to turn the other cheek, and we supposed to let God have the revenge, and while you do all this to us. This is what the Bible is saying, okay? Okay? This is what the Bible is saying, okay? Programming us to just take it, just take it, just take it, just take it, and we're not supposed to have any type of get back about it. Okay, but if people knew the truth, if people truly knew the truth, every black person in this world would be mad, and it would be a problem for the white man. Okay? I'm not seeing that with my intrusive thoughts is nobody but the white man. That's what I can see. He came in hillbilly voice. Okay? He came in hillbilly voice. And what is the thing going on right now? Pedo and children, like you doing things to children. And that could be any race. But I'm telling you that the dialect, or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm talking about, came in a white man's voice. Okay? Me as a gay person in my dream, I was performing on a white woman. You got me fucked up. Okay? These are the intrusive thoughts and things that I am talking about. We're going to have to, listen, hold strong, because there is a lot. There is a lot that is happening that you are not going to be able to explain. And I'm just going to say this. I have been trying to put together an organization since last year, and it just didn't seem like the closer I got to getting a building, the farther away it got. Okay? The closer I got to getting a building, the farther away. I'm talking about renting space that's been sitting for years, and you know it's been sitting for years. And then when you go and you show that you can pay for it every month, they turn you down, and it's still sitting for a year after the turn down. So what's really going on? You don't want the money. You don't want nobody in the space. Like, what's really going on? What you turn the money down for? Okay? That's all spiritual as well. But the intrusiveness that's been happening to me, I'm not one to just roll in a ball like a whole little, I forgot the little thing my kids be talking about. It rolls into a ball. It's almost like an armadillo. Armadillo could be significant. What is it? Roly-poly. Oh, roly-poly. That sounds like a fake name. I don't even know. Is that real? Okay, roly-poly. They call it a roly-poly, okay? I'm not one of those that just ball up and roll up, hard on the outside and then be all cowardly and roll up and when folk come around. I'm not like that. I'm not one of those, okay? When I see that you trying to intrude and impede on me, I become something else, okay? It'd be like, all right, let's go. I'm about to whoop somebody else. Like, this is how it is for me. Okay, this is how it is for me. Once I see I'm the target, I get ready. I open up the whole little hookup for you. I open up the whole hookup for you. You know how you throw darts at a target? Okay, I can see that the way I've been with the energy, I only let the target show. But once I see you really targeting me, you really trying to get up in my shit like that, I open it up for you. Okay, so you can see the target, the red, the blue, and the yellow. Hit me anywhere. I dare you. Hit me anywhere. Okay, this is how I am. Okay, listen. Rebel rouser number 1. I'm not the one you really want to fuck with. Like, when it comes to getting in people's energy, like, I'm the one that's going to wake the people, raise the people, rouse the people. I'm that one. Okay, you might as well call me Mrs. Martin Luther King. You might as well call me Mrs. Malcolm X. Okay, when I say that this has not done anything but made me want to open the organization out my house, just open an organization where you at. It's going to be phone calls for the most part. Phone calls, people calling in with situations like this. Okay, people calling in, they can't talk to nobody and they having intrusive thoughts that they embarrassed to tell somebody about. You notice I wasn't embarrassed about damn thoughts. Damn thought. Okay, the thought in my head was that of a pedo with a boy. And I'm not embarrassed to tell nobody about that thought because I know it wasn't mine. So if you have been having these type of intrusive trickster thoughts, put it in the comments. Okay? If you are looking for an organization that supports what we're going through right now, put it in the comments. Okay? Because if I see that I got a line of people that want to talk about this, that need an organization to go to about this, I'm going to pop off. And that's the bottom line, because the only thing that's been holding me back is space. Ain't that something? Space. That's it. But I'm getting right now, do it in place. Fuck space, do it in place. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Listen, a lot of people want to know, who is she? I'm divinely faceted. Okay? Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.